Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I am going to do some freestanding embroidery. But the freestanding embroidery is not going to be standing, it's going to be laying down flat. I am making doilies. Now this pattern is from OESD and it does have the two-tone doilies, but I'm going to turn them into more of a traditional looking doily. And then I have a fun project at the end where it's not freestanding at all. So today I do want to work on some freestanding lace. Now these do look like the old-fashioned lace doilies. There's a few things that I really like about this pattern. Number one, we do have little extension pieces so that we can fill in little spaces and make it bigger. Also, we can do them in two different colors if we choose. So the pattern will stop and give us a chance to add a second color, or we can do it all in one color. And I do have a little tip on these little pieces that I'll share with you later. Now the doilies have 9 different designs. We have 6 doilies and 3 joining pieces. When we look at the doilies very carefully, we are going to see tiny little tabs on the end. And those tabs are what we're going to join up one doily to another. And some of the joining pieces also have those little tabs. And there's some that do not have those little tabs. So this would make a really nice outside around that doily. Now I am going to be making this so it looks like traditional lace doilies. So I'm going to use a very old-fashioned traditional color. So this is color 1172 by Issacore, and it really does have that vintage look to it. So I am going to be making the doilies with this, but I'm also going to add it in the bobbin because these are going to be reversible. They're freestanding, which means once they are washed, all of that stabilizer is going to disappear. So I do want both sides to look nice. Now, in order for all of that stabilizer to disappear, we do need to use a water soluble. These are heavily dense doilies, so we're going to need a heavy water soluble stabilizer. And Badge Master is going to work for that. It is very heavy, so it's going to hold up to that multiple needle punching and it's going to wash out. But I also am going to add a piece of this aqua mesh over top of it. Once again, it is water soluble. So I'm going to put these 2 layers together as I hoop them. This is really going to give me that strength that I need. And heavy embroidery like this, I would recommend the gold embroidery needle. Go right up to a size 14. So I'm going to put that Badge Master down first. And that grippy mat does hold it in place for me. The aqua mesh second. And just hoop them tight. You really do not want to see any wrinkles on the back or the front. I do want the doily reversible. So I am going to make sure that my bottom thread is pulled up to the top. I do not want any thread tails on the bottom. So I turn my machine down really low, pull up those threads and start. I just like to stitch just a bit. Then I can stop and trim. And I also like to start with a full bobbin. So now I can start and let it go. Once the designs are stitched, we will need to sew them together. And there's 2 ways we can sew them together. The first way is to rinse off all of the stabilizer and then put those tabs together. So when we look at them rinsed, these little ends have tabs on them. And those tabs are going to match together. So we're going to be able to take those pieces, tape them, and then match up those tabs and do a little zigzag on your machine to stitch those together. So that is one way of putting them together. I want to put them together before I rinse them. Once I have a rough cutout, I'm going to cut out one piece right on the ends where I want to join. I'm not going to cut the threads, I just want to go fairly close. So for example, those two ends will go onto these two. So I'm going to leave that stabilizer there, and I'm going to be able to overlap it. This just gives me a little bit more room to tape that down. So I'm going to match up those tabs and just tape them together. And now this is going to be a lot easier for me to go to the machine and stitch those together. It just gives me something more to hang on to. And all you really need to do is just a little zigzag to hold those together. Once those are zigzagged together, I can take off that tape and add the next one. Now you can plan your design first or just have fun and put different blocks together. I find a little warm water will rinse out that stabilizer, though I do like to leave just a little bit of stabilizer in there, and that way it works as the starch. And I'm going to press it on this pressing cloth. It's nice and thick, so it is not going to flatten this. And I'm going to press it from the wrong side. But when you're done, you are going to have a doily that looks handmade. And you didn't have to crochet this. Now this is so much fun, just as that standalone embroidery, but I do have another project. I do love the look of doilies on top of fabric, but instead of me having to hand stitch these on, I'm just going to stitch them right on top of the fabric. So I have stitched those doilies right on top of my fabric. I'm going to turn this into a pillow, so I did do some markings and have placed them inside. And because these patterns had that second color that we could put here, which would be these insides, I was able to bypass that first row of stitching and go right for the center and get some small ones. So this is the center of this one. So I'm able to get large and small. So I not only now have 9 patterns, I've added another 7 smaller ones. Now for these, I did use a tearaway stabilizer, and I did choose the heavyweight. But these just rip off now, and I can take off some of the stabilizer on the back. So I have the back that's going to look like this, and the front that's going to look like I hand stitched the doily onto the fabric. This method would be great on jeans, and we could even trim out this fabric. You can see where that heavyweight tearaway stabilizer really is anchoring this well so that it is stitching nice. And it really does have a beautiful appearance with that white on top of that beautiful red. It still looks like a doily, but I don't have to do all the work. So with this one pattern that says it makes 9 doilies, we can get the 9, and we can get 7 little ones, and if we're really thinking about it, we can use all of the outside ones separate too. So we can make individual little doilies, and these would be really nice as coasters. We can add these together and get table runners. And by leaving a little bit of that stabilizer in there, it has a nice stiff appearance. So it's going to lay nice and flat. Or we can add it on clothing. Denim would be great. Home decor, we get to use those big doilies, the inside of the doilies, and really we could even use just the outside of the doilies. Stabilizer is really an important key player when we are doing these heavy free lace standing projects, even if we're not free lace standing it. I'll put some links in the description so that you can check it out, and I have partnered with OESD, so for a limited time you will get a discount code. Thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under so very easy. And be sure to make every day a spectacular day. Bye for now.